We got a wild video. This video is going massively viral. It shows a guy who is Jewish going into a coffee shop, ordering a coffee, and then being told he has to leave because he's Jewish. And I'm not exaggerating. It is kind of wild that we got to this point. But you know what, man? You don't got to take my word for it. You can listen to exactly what these people say. This dude comes out saying, no, I love Jewish people. I love you, but you're a Zionist. I'll give you the quick version of the story before we play the video. The story goes that a guy was with his kid. He's wearing a black hat that has a Star of David on it. That's it. It's not an Israeli flag or anything like that. He went in, ordered a coffee, sat down, was playing chess with his kid, waiting for his drink, when someone came up to him and told him he had to leave. And he said, who are you? Then someone said, they asked him if he was a Zionist and told him he was trespassing. They call the cops on him. Dude, you can't kick people out of a business based on protected class. I'm going to play this video for you, and then we'll go through it. It says, on Saturday, October 26, a Jewish man and his son were directed across the street to Jerusalem Coffee while looking for a restroom and a place to grab coffee. It's also called Jerusalem Coffee House.
So you're saying I can't leave where I can't eat here wearing a Jewish star?
After purchasing drinks and sitting down, the owner confronted the man over the Star of David on his hat, asking him if he was a Zionist and saying he needed to leave.
Excuse me, do you work here?
So that guy we just saw just walks up to him and says, you gotta go. And this guy doesn't even know if he works there or not.
Does that gentleman work here? Do you work here?
You're causing a disruption. I'm gonna call the police if you don't leave.
Please call the police. I'm not causing a disruption. Do you work here?
You need to leave.
Sir,
The man was wearing a hat he had owned for years, a vintage 1938 Hebrew orphan asylum baseball cap to celebrate his Jewish heritage.
Private business. You need to leave.
right now? Do you see the way
This is a private business. Do you know what a private business means? You need to leave.
I don't need to leave because
This is a private business. You're being asked to leave.
Wow.
You want me to escort you out?
Please stop.
You want me to escort you out?
Please stop
Leave
screaming
my
in
business.
front of my son.
Get out of my business.
Stop screaming.
Get out of my business.
Is it his business?
This is
You
a business.
told me
You
you
need
were
to
the
leave.
He
So
owns
you're
the
being asked to
cafe.
leave. You're being asked to
Hold
leave.
on, please.
You're being asked to leave.
Hold on, please. This gentleman asked me to leave because of my hat.
This is a violent hat, and you need to leave.
He just said it. This is a violent hat and you need to leave.
My hat is
Yeah, it's violent. It's violent.
I'm
You need
sorry.
to leave.
This man can.
Boom, there it is right there. Look, I'm with this dude. He shouldn't leave. I respect what he did. I'm fairly libertarian, but I am not a staunch laissez-faire libertarian, okay? I know a lot of people say if someone wants to kick you out of the business, it's their business. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that some lunatic can come up to you for no reason other than they don't like you have a hat on that represents a religion and throw you out. I do think, right to refuse service to a certain degree, but here's my view, and it's always been this, and I maintain this. I'm fairly liberal. I believe that if you're operating a business in the public commons that utilizes our infrastructure, our fire departments, our police, etc., I pay taxes for these things. I have paid for access to a public accommodation. If I'm a reasonable person, I'm causing no disruptions, then I think I should be allowed to use this establishment. Now, there are challenges here. What constitutes a protected class? Well, religion is one of them. Political ideology is not, though I still believe the average person, I believe, should be allowed to utilize a business so long as they're being reasonable, non-disruptive, etc. There's questions where you draw the line, and I don't know if there's a really good answer, seriously. But in this regard, right now, these are leftists who try to enforce this civil rights law, but use it against a guy for simply being Jewish. He is not wearing an Israeli hat. He is wearing a Star of David.
Not ask me to leave because
Yeah, I can. It's my business, bro.
Yeah, I can. It's my business.
It's my business.
You can't refuse
Yeah, I can.
someone.
I can. Yes, I can.
You can't refuse service
Yes,
for
I
a
can.
protected class, and he's
It's
asking me to
what
leave
protected
because of a
class?
Magen David Dome, which is a
need to leave.
Magen David, which is a Jewish star.
Magen David, a Jewish star. You can't ask me to leave because of my religion.
He can't ask
need
me
to
to leave
leave.
because of my religion. He can't ask.
Oh, you see it? He realized it.
asking you to leave because of that.
Yes, you
Oh, and then I'm not asking you to leave because of that. Too late, bro. You're on camera saying it's a violent hat. You could see the look in his face when he realized, oh, crap, that's a violation of civil rights law by your own standard.
are. You said
Are you a Zionist?
You said.
Are you a Zionist?
I don't have to identify
Leave.
myself
Then
by my
get out.
belief.
Are you a
Get out.
Zionist?
Back away from me.
Get out.
Yes, he does if he's asking me to leave based on a protected class. Are you really, like, I'm sitting here quiet. We were sitting here quietly playing. You're wrong, call the police. I don't, they're wrong, call the police. You're gonna have a lawsuit. I don't.
He's right. I hope this dude sues for everything.
Yeah, I'll call the cops on you, bro.
Do it.
Do it.
Even though it's against my ethos.
Oh, here we go. It's a defund the police guy calling the cops. Here it is.
Do it, call the cops.
Because he saw a Star David in his cafe.
We were across the street at Casper's. I asked them if they made coffee and had a bathroom. And they said, across the street. We came across the street. I ordered a coffee from that gentleman. I used the bathroom. While he was making the coffee, my son and I sat down to play chess. And then while the drink was coming, he came up to me and said, because of my hat, I need to leave. This other guy. I said, do you work here? I don't even know you. This other man served me my food. He didn't tell me there was any problem.
You've walked into an establishment
That what, doesn't allow
owned
Jews?
and run by Palestinians,
Run by Palestinians.
So, that doesn't allow Jews?
and it's, they may not.
They may
You hear this lady saying? They may not.
not? They may not allow Jews.
And if they may not, that's not on us.
It is illegal in these liberal jurisdictions. These are the rules y'all have set.
And it's not
Excuse
on
me,
you.
it absolutely is. You can't deny service to Jews.
You can't.
He's told me to.
Wrong. Public accommodation includes being able to sit in the establishment and play chess. If it is available to the public, it must be available to everyone in the public, regardless of their religion. And race and gender, etc.
Get out. You called my drink out.
They could try and say something like we routinely enforce a 30-minute sitting period for people to enjoy their drinks before they got to leave. And then they can probably say it's been 30 minutes. Now we ask people, usually time limit, right? That's something people do.
And I took my son to the bathroom while we were finishing our game of chess.
You obviously came in here. You knew where you're at. You knew
He
where
may
you
not
came
have.
into.
He may not have. This may be an entirely innocent situation.
These people are psychopaths. This is the United States, okay? If a guy is walking around ordering coffee, who cares if he's a Zionist or whatever? You serve him his drink, you say, thank you, have a nice day. Now, I can certainly respect there are certain things that would probably cross the line for us and the social fabric. If a guy walked in Klan robes, you might be like, buddy, you ain't wearing that in here, okay? And that's questionable too. It is. Because if we're going to make the argument, so long as you're not disruptive, you can have something to drink, I still think it's fair to say we draw the line at a certain point. This country used to have obscenity laws. We used to say, don't swear in public. It's rude. It's wrong. We didn't stand for it. But we have free speech. So now I think it's fair. If you go to my business and you're saying nasty things and I say it's disruptive, please, you need to go. If you're wearing a hat like on Delta or whatever, on the airlines, when they're wearing Trump stuff and they say, we have a dress code, you agree to a dress code, you agree when you buy the ticket. This, however, is a guy who's simply Jewish. Now, by all means, make the argument. Please do. Comment below that you think we shouldn't have these protected classes. And I'll say, okay, at the very least, leftists who try to enforce these rules and are the ones who push that should not be given any leeway when they try to violate the laws they have advocated for.
Situation. And I think that you have, look, man.
Okay, no. Now he's pointing at me and saying I'm not innocent because I have a Jewish star on my head.
You are not innocent. Did you hear that?
You're at. You knew
He
where
may
you
not
came
have.
into.
He may not have. This may be an entirely innocent situation. And I think that you have, look, man.
Okay, no. Now he's pointing at me and saying I'm not innocent because I have a Jewish star on my head.
I get that this is not a situation of
You don't get very much right now. I think that you get that you think that they're allowed to discriminate on my religion. They're not allowed to do that.
They're
I
allowed
didn't
to
say
ask
anything.
people
I
to
didn't
leave
do
for
anything.
any reason.
They are not allowed to. Are they allowed to ask people to leave for being gay?
They can.
No, they can't.
No, they can't.
You really need to educate yourself
you
on
and
a
I both
business
know
owner.
it's not smart.
You
because it
and
does
I,
it makes them.
You need to educate yourself as a business owner that you are not allowed to discriminate based on a protected class. You let your child, if you were with them, if someone was discriminating based on your
You're using your son as a human shield. You're a coward.
See what he's doing? You're using your son as a human shield. This guy has got derangement in his mind. His brain is fried. He doesn't understand the difference between a guy who's Jewish and Israel. He saw that star, and this is what we've been talking about. When the kids were when they were doing the university protests, they weren't saying, if you support Israel, they said, he's got a Star of David, and they went after him. They don't draw a distinction.
This guy's using his son as a human shield.
You see what he's
I
saying?
like the person that's being confrontational here.
Using his son as a human shield.
So you're not
These
making
are the people that
so
are
you're
around
not
you.
making the situation better.
I asked you to trespass him 10 minutes ago. He's still
have
here.
to hear your side.
There's no
We have
side.
to hear his
He's being
too.
trespassed.
We can't
I want him to
come here.
leave.
Okay, I get that. I get that.
This guy should lose his business license. You don't get to, as a leftist, demand these rules and then refuse to follow them.
Outside.
Am I being trespassed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Engineer.
I'll comply with anything that you have to say.
يشرموط. انقلع يا شرموط. انقلع. انقلع يا شرموط. I love Jewish people. I love them. I love them. Tikkun Olam. Tikkun Olam. Fuck Israel. Fuck Zionists. Fuck Zionists.
Can I
I'm
ask why he's
trespassed.
saying that?
I
Can I ask
trespassed.
why he's saying fuck Israel and fuck Zionism? Can I ask that?
No, you can't. Because it's a free country. I can say whatever I want.
But why is he saying it to me?
Bye-bye.
Why is he saying it to me?
Bye-bye. Are you a Zionist?
Why would
Bye-bye.
Why is he saying it to me?
We're just trying to keep.
Why are you saying it to me?
I love Jewish people.
You guys
Why are you saying it to me?
stop. Go outside.
Why are you
please.
saying it
Get
to
out
me?
your
Please.
Wild, man. These people are nuts. JCRC, Bay Area. On Saturday, a Jewish man and his five-year-old son were directed across the street to Jerusalem Cafe in Oakland. This is in Oakland. These people think that they can go out, smash windows, demand rules, and then refuse to follow them. You reap what you have sown, bro. I hope they pull your license. And you know what? It's going to be a bunch of liberal leftists marching around being like, you can't discriminate. But we know the truth. They're not going to do it because this guy was Jewish. The rules are not for them. They're for you. They want to put you under the boot and tell you you don't matter. Because I've experienced this too. I've told this story where I went on a shoot and it was with this group, Cop Block or something like that. And one of the organizers was an Asian woman. And she goes on to mention the discrimination that Asians get from the cops. And I said, yeah, I've dealt with some of this too. And she told me, no, you don't. You have no idea what you're talking about. I was like, well, I'm actually come from a mixed race family. My family's Asian. She goes, well, you're not Asian enough. This is what they do. The rules don't apply to you. It is for them to wield power against you, to bludgeon you over the head with. So I hope this guy sues. Because you know what? I think if he sues, he wins. They say the rise in anti-Semitic incidents in Oakland since October 7th is alarming and out of control. The incident stands as one of the most blatant acts of discrimination, and we call on our leaders to take a stand against such behavior and speak out now. I hope this guy wins. I'm going to wrap it up there. Smash the like button, share the show with everyone you know. Follow me on X and Instagram at Timcast. We'll see you all then. And we'll see you all in the next segment.